Get the out. Yes, you are. You get.
He's pregnant.
It don't make no
But he
sense,
can't
bro.
have kids, and
No,
this
that's what I'm
happens.
talking about. Don't sit there acting stupid because you sit up.
Talking about?
Bro, this is what the I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
You not happy?
Yeah, what you mean I'm not happy? What I'll be happy for? What could I possibly be happy for?
Because we're having a baby. What are you
Who having? Listen here, woman. Stop playing with me because you know I got vasectomy. I can't even have no kids. Stop playing with me.
You sound stupid coming in here.
I sound stupid? No, you sound like a cheating ass. What you sound like to me?
Cheater?
Yeah.
I only
Who got
been
you
with
pregnant?
you. What are you talking
Who
about?
got you pregnant?
I've only been with you.
Who got you pregnant?
You.
How?
Me.
I can't have no kids. I have a whole vasectomy.
You do know after a certain period of time you can it can happen again.
No, it
That's
can't.
like
My snipped. It cannot happen again. My snipped. I can't have no kids.
Women get their tubes tied after so many years. It can turn back into one tube. You know what I'm talking about?
Bro. Listen here, bro.
Same thing happens with men. I ain't been with nobody but you, so you can.
That's impossible because I can't have no kids. I have a vasectomy.
Well, you
talking about? I do everything for you. I take care of the house. I take care of
holding the camera on me for what?
Yeah, I'm holding the camera because I want to show how you ain't. That's why.
I'm not.
Yeah, you.
It's
Because
your baby.
it ain't my baby. It ain't my baby. And I know you got plenty of opportunities. You got plenty of opportunities. You know I'm on the road with my job. My job, everywhere I go on the road with my job. I ain't never.
So then why aren't you taking with you? You wouldn't even have to work.
Because you can't. I'm at work. I'll take you with me.
You want to talk to me? Put the.
I'm not putting the camera down. Yo, I'm not putting the camera down because that's some shit you got. Yes, you play the home. Who the dad? Who the dad?
You.
I'm not the dad.
Okay, so
I had a whole vasectomy. So how the I'm gonna be the dad?
You're not gonna take
Who
care
the father?
So you're not gonna
Who
take
the
care-
father?
So you're not gonna take care
Who
of
is the father?
That's all you need to tell me.
Who the father?
Are you not gonna take care of this child?
It ain't mine. I'm not taking no child. It's not mine. Are you dumb?
So now.
Are you stupid?
So now I'm just somehow.
You can't be that stupid thing. I'm gonna take care of a baby that's not mine.
Put the camera down and then talk to me as a man.
You know what, bro?
I'm not gonna do this.
But I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna play.
Do this?
Do what, man? Because I do it.
You know it's your fucking child.
I know it's not my child because I had a whole vasectomy. I've been doing everything for you, and I swear to God, bro, you out here sleeping around. But I just want to know what did I do to deserve it? What did I do to you?
This guy had a vasectomy. And as far as I know, once you do a vasectomy, you cannot have kids. You cannot have kids. It's possible for you to undo the vasectomy so that you could have kids, but if you got one and it's not undone, it's impossible for you to produce kids or assist in making kids. You can't make kids. Ain't nothing coming out. You shooting blanks. Ain't nothing coming out. And this lady is sitting up here bold face, trying to gaslight this guy that, oh, you know that it can be undone after a certain period of time. No, it cannot be undone. If it could be undone by itself, guys wouldn't go do it. They do it because they know ain't no way it's gonna be undone. And she probably trying to trap him. She probably think she could gaslight him into thinking that the kid is his. But this guy knows his thing. He probably did all the research before he did it. He just didn't get up on the end willy-nilly do it. He did all the research. Because as a man, I'm not gonna just willy-nilly go and do a surgery on my Johnson, not knowing if something could go wrong in the surgery and cause it not to work again. So I'm gonna do all the surgery. And looks like this guy did all the research. And he knows that ain't no way he could have kids. Ain't no possibility. So, and I'm assuming that he didn't marry her. They're not boyfriend and girlfriend. But I will say this guy should have known better than trying to talk to someone like her. Because just take a look at this right here. She ain't doing nothing in that house. That male right here, these talents right there, ain't no way she could do anything in the house. She can't even wipe her butt properly. How you gonna wipe your butt properly with talents like that? She have a banging body. Yes, she does. Her body looks absolutely stunning. Her face is not visible, but I'm assuming she got a very pretty face. But going off of what is going on, she's trying to pin a kid on him, and this right and the talents. And this right there, those talents right there, she's for the streets. He should have never tried to take her home and play house with her. She's someone that comes over for a couple hours and then leave. Never spend the night. You just call her over whenever you. Because he said that he goes all over the country, so that means his work take him on the road. Is hardly ever home. So that means when you're in town and you want to de-stress, sure, call her over. Call her over. Have fun. Relax. But then send her on her way. Don't let her stay. Don't let her spend the night. This is not the type of person that should spend the night. She's trying to pin a baby on you. And because man, I feel so sorry for you, dude. Because I could hear the hurt in your voice. You're crying. You fall in love with this girl. You thought you thought she was loyal. You thought she was just at home waiting for you. But no, just the way she looks, with those talents. And if that blur wasn't over her face, she probably would have had. You probably would see those eyelashes that could pick you up off the ground. She think that her looks is everything. She think that because she's pretty, she could do whatever, and no consequences gonna come behind it. But luckily, you did what you needed to do. You got a vasectomy, and I think that's something that all guys should look into right now, so you don't get pinned for kids that's not yours. Or if you don't get a vasectomy, before you sign in the birth certificate, if your girl said that she's pregnant, before you sign that birth certificate, get a DNA test, because stuff like this happen. You out of work, the mailman come in, he's sneaking Pookie and Ray Ray, the cableman come over, and now you have a kid. You didn't have sex for 5 weeks. For 4 months, but you have a kid on the way. A woman is pregnant, 4 months pregnant. You haven't had sex in 5. How is that possible? If you're a truck driver, you on the road, you come back once a week, once every 2 weeks. You come back, you don't have sex with your woman for a week or 2, but then she's pregnant. And the conception date is within the time that you were on the street. You were out driving, working. As guys, we need to be very, very careful, extra careful, because these girls nowadays, they're not playing. These modern women are not playing. I'm sorry, let me take that back. These modern females are not playing.
Just tell me you for you to have a baby by a whole nigga, man. Huh?
If you want to talk to me, put the camera down.
I'm not.
You're sitting here
I'm not.
crying
I'm not.
over a baby.
See?
You should be smiling and being happy.
So her face is blurred. I don't know why she
Yes, you
blurred
are.
her face. Put her face out there so that people could see who she is and know that she's not supposed to be trusted. Because if it was the other way around, his face would have been all over social media. So you don't protect liars. Don't protect liars. But look at this. Not long fingernails, long hair. And again, I'm assuming if the blur wasn't on there, you'd have seen her with those long eyelashes that looks like they're wings. When you see girls like that, because that's like the 3 or 4 costumes. When you see girls like that, don't take them serious. They're not to be taken serious. They're just practice dummies. They're not supposed to be taken seriously. Yeah, she have a banging body. She got a big butt. She got nice breasts, nice face. She's thick. Yes, it's great because we as black men love thick girls. But it is not all about looks. Looks is not everything. Looks is great, but it's not everything. After you have the looks, what else do you offer? Because the looks is gonna fade. The looks is gonna fade. One day she's gonna take off those wings, take off the makeup, take off the hat that she wears on her head, and she's gonna look ugly, or she's not gonna look as attractive as she was when she was younger. What else does she have? You gotta look at that as a guy. Don't just go and lay down with someone because they're pretty. Because you lay down with them because they're pretty, and you come back up with, as my grandma said, crosses, or you come back up with fleas. You gotta be very careful out here, guys.
In my house right now. I'm fucking playing, man.
Pregnant, I'm not leaving.
So maybe yeah, you pregnant with somebody else, baby. They ain't mine. Get the out.
No, baby.
Get the out.
I bet I'm not. You're not.
I'm gonna grab all. I'll grab all you to put you out myself. Yeah, I'll put you out. You and that baby ain't mine. Get the out of my house, man.
I'm not yours either. Okay.
No, it's not. All right, so good. Stay here. I'm gonna call the police in and get the out of my house. Yeah, you got me up.
Man. Huh?
If you want to talk to me, put the camera down.
I'm not.
You're sitting here
I'm not.
crying
I'm not.
over a baby. You should be smiling and being happy.
And the daddy has the sense to kick her out.
Yes, you are. You get
And
the out of my house
he
right
wasn't
now.
like, oh, you know what, she's pregnant, I'm not
Pregnant with
gonna
somebody
kick her
else,
out, I'm not allow her to save up and move out. No. Kick her out, send her to the street where she belongs. She could go and find whoever got her pregnant.
baby. They ain't mine. Get the out.
No, baby.
Get the out.
I bet I'm not. You're not.
I'm gonna grab all. I'll grab all you to put you out myself. Yeah, I'll put you out. You and that baby ain't mine. Get the out of my house, man.
I'm not yours either. Okay.
No.